5,000 showing the love for the Breakers at Vector Arena. It's a great night up on a long 8 hours. Early. I believe that's going to be on Blanchfield.
Undersized lineup right now for the Crocs, and got caught in the switch there. Blanchfield was guarding Mika Vakona instead of Jacob Holmes.
Chris Martin in the crowd.
Actually, that's the matchup they're going with.
Casey is the swing bowler for the Black Cats, not the lead singer of Coldplay.
Oh, because you know I'm such a Coldplay fan.
I thought you were.
Huge.
Parachutes. Bruton with the ball.
Yellow.
Vakona. Wedges it with that little jump hook. You never like that when you're a shooter, or even if you're not a shooter.
It doesn't make you feel good. You say, wait a minute, that's not even supposed to do.
Jackson harassing Gill. And what is that? Is that going to be foul number 3? He's done well since the first quarter.
There it is. Right in your face. Mika Vakona looks at that ball in disgust. He's mad at it. He's going to take something out on it later.
3 rebounds, 4 points, 4 assists for Mika Vakona.
And once again, the statistics don't really tell the story. He's had a huge effect in this game.
Pleasure with the block.
Almost blocked it off Eddie Gill, too. He had to duck and dive to get out of the way. But right now, Pleasure is saying, Vector Arena is my house, and you're not welcome in it. Get that shot out of here.
Look at him just tracking Gill on the... He just... Send a message.
It's even being shot. It's even being shot in his room.
Great defense from the Breakers, closing out the Crocs in that 24-second shot clock violation. Eddie Gill just had to jack that 3 over Mika Vakona, who stood his ground.
And Paul Wolpert's distressed because he can feel this game slipping away. If they don't make a move soon, it's just not going to happen.
Jackson with the greatest of ease into the key, kisses it off the glass.
And his ability to change direction on the run, just so impressive. As a defender, you got to feel just like you're stuck out there in the middle of nowhere. The
5 on Alvin Mims. So game to the bench with 0 points.
Not even having to have taken a shot on the night. 3 rebounds to go with those 5 fouls, but not the same effect he had on the game previously. And you can see him, he does not like the way that finished for him.
Jackson just having it on the string at the moment. Mika Vakona there to tidy up that wild shot. Bruton shoots it. Will that go in front of the rim? We have a whistle on the baseline. And that's going the other way to the Crocs. I believe that's going to be on Pleasure, fighting for that rebound.
Shot clock. The Crocs a little bit of hope here, down 13.
Breakers making the Crocs work deep into the shot clock as well. Schencher with great position, lays it up and in. Patience is a virtue of this Crocs offense.
Well, Alex Pleasure got that steal gambling earlier, but that time it led to an easy bucket for Schencher.
Turns the corner. Jackson lays it off for Bruton. He gets Crawford up in the air. Sold the dummy, shot it anyway, and is fouled. And Peter Crawford is... That's a foul.
That's why it's a foul. Point goes to the ref. See him there, doesn't understand it why. Goes to the ref again to argue it, but that is nothing but arm, big fella. You're going to get called for a foul on that one. Maybe it's like on Seinfeld, if you believe the lie, it's not actually a lie. Costanza once told us.
CJ Bruton, such a proven performer. He's been to the playoffs 9 times.
Not the greatest shooting night tonight. 4 for 10 from the field. 13 points, though, and
a great shooter. But for the Breakers, third team foul, and that is number 4. Mecca will sit down as Dylan Boucher has 8 stitches in his lip.
Well, it's not really a breaker game if Mika Vukona doesn't get 4 fouls. That makes it official.
Boucher caught the elbow of CJ Bruton. Oh, my goodness. Dylan Boucher. How good is he? He's just cheating on that pass.
And you won't get credit for that steal, but he created that turnover, got his hand on it, tipped it off Crawford's fingers.
Jackson splits that double team. What ankle problem? Throws it to Leon. Gary Wilkinson. A little bit.
Ability to shoot the basket. Offensively, and really hammer this game home if they want to get the win.
Still, they do look like they're playing good defense. It's Henry on Gill. Shencher, though, with great position, and Boucher finally does get something the stat sheet will recognise. Still with a 13-point lead, 77-64. 6:45 to go in the game. Just 6:42 seconds away from back-to-back grand finals. Oh, between the legs. As Jackson hits the floor. Bruton with a jump shot.
How about Jackson? Scraps for the basketball afterwards to get it to Dylan Boucher, who gets it to his teammate CJ Bruton, who puts another nail in the coffin. Here we see it, bang, through the legs. Gets a lot of contact there, but just 2 guys going for the basketball. CJ Bruton hits the shot clock bleeding 15-footer.
Cedric Jackson. Shencher, offensive rebound off that Crawford miss.
Don't need shots like that yet if you're Townsville. You're still not that far away. Only 5 threes if you can get them. 5 possessions, 5 stops. The quick 3, if you don't hit it, does put you in a bit of a tough spot.
Dylan Peter as well. In the Metro magazine this month as well as Crawford tries hit by Wilkinson. If you want to understand what Dylan Boucher brings to the game, by all means pick up the Metro magazine, because there is an excellent article written in there by Duncan Grieve, and talks about how Casey, when we talked about it before, how he doesn't come up on the stat sheets as doing much. Probably the worst shooting player in the NBL who plays regular minutes. But yet, he's there playing hard defense, tipping balls out, doing everything that's needed.
You'll never meet a teammate of his that has anything but glowing reviews about him as Peter Crawford misses the free throw. Dylan Boucher is just the consummate professional, does all the little things. Or the publicity equates to wins.
NBL.
With the stars and his big 3 from CJ Bruton.
Huge 3.
But I think Dylan Boucher's got 9 as a player in the New Zealand League. Only 9.
Only 9. Bruton. Huge again in the second half. 82-65. The Breakers are starting to blow it out as Holmes. Blanchfield tips it in again. Good effort by Todd Blanchfield.
And a lone bright spot for the Crocs right now. His ability to come off and score some points.
Hesitation dribble from Bruton. Had a block from behind. Great recovery from Crawford. It's a 3-on-1. Blanchfield tipped away by Cedric Jackson.
Man, lightning. Replay here just gets his hands on the hair perfectly there, knocking the ball loose. Blanchfield felt maybe it was a foul. We have a timeout. Both teams a chance to talk it over. The 15-point lead, not quite insurmountable yet, but the clock is ticking, and with every second that goes away, makes it very difficult. Corletto, 18 points. First we have the Townsville Crocodiles, Luke Schenscher with 21. Peter Crawford leading second there with 19. The assists, a big group of guys at 3 and 2.
But tonight, the Breakers have just strangled the life out of them in this second half. Eddie Gill has that pain.
CJ Bruton did it early, had the tiptoe on the baseline there to get the ball to Dylan Boucher. Taking the contact, finding his teammates, finding the runner. He stole that from Daryl Corletto, I think, but last couple of minutes as well, had the big threes. We've seen a lot of the first half action here, but it's been even bigger here in the second half.
Crawford. Points at team is bumped by Gill. CJ Bruton, and tough competitor as Cedric Jackson sits beside Coach Lamanis.
That's the finals foul there. If I'm going to foul you, you're going to know about it. You see CJ Bruton with the big 3 a couple of moments ago. Looked quite possibly the nail in the coffin for the Crocodile season.
82-67. It's been a high-scoring final series between these two teams. The winner cracked 99. The Crocs, 90. Crocs almost cracked 100 as Schenscher reaches in on Abercrombie. The big man up high.
Not the best on-ball defender. If you're a little bit in steal, it's very unlikely that he's going to be able to pull that one off successfully.
I didn't mention it. I should have mentioned it.
You should have. You should have talked about it right away.
I should have talked about the streak.
The streak is dead.
It's over.
And it's all your fault.
Wow. Way to put it on. 8 of 9 tonight. 12 of 12 coming into the game. Tom Abercrombie tonight with 19 points. $16-point lead. The Breakers well in control. Game 3, Vector Arena. The game with a large lead will be plays of the Perth Wildcats, Western Australia, and that game is delayed at 1:30 a.m. on Sky Sport.
Peter Crawford there, not selling for the 3 this time. With the Breakers in foul trouble, he's sitting in that bonus. Every foul is going to send him to the free throw line, and that's what the Crocs need, is the clock to stop. They need to convert these free throws, set up their press defense, and get turnovers to get back into the game. As Peter Crawford hits his 20th point of the night. Crocs need to be aggressive. They're slaying back. They're not going and doubling aggressively, trying to get in those passing lanes. If they're going to be passive, they're just going to let these seconds tick off the clock.
Bruton for another three. That one. Going to work on Jackson. Crawford into the lane. Gill wide open. Tipped again. And in. Jacob Holmes.
Jacob Holmes with the stick-to-itiveness. 3 offensive rebounds there. Eventually gets it in. Another timeout. Crocodiles only down 12. Still time to go.
Andre Lamanis called the timeout as well. He wants to talk about it. They are a great outside shooting team. Time just to tighten up a little bit and close this game out.
Look at the difference there. Those top 3 guys all just under 20 points, and Alex Fledger seems like more than 6.
More safer into this screen. Big pressure, okay. Get that. Cutters and keep looking to be aggressive on the rim, okay? As you set that screen, make sure you open up in case they're switching out. If you don't like a possession, go with thumbs. Go with thumbs. Sprint in, work hard on the rim if there's a switch, and we can work that high-low. They're not playing him on the perimeter, so when we come down in trans, turn that into more handoff.
Tommy Abercrombie, huge in the first half, slowed down slightly in the second. But he's had a heck of a ball game, especially with that pretty finish up and around the defenders. But early, he was one of the few guys for the Breakers who could find range from the three-point line. Done a better job on the glass tonight with 5 rebounds compared to the 1 he had in game 2. But big threes all over the place. Put the pressure on himself before the series started, and he has delivered.
Fourth to go. Breakers in control. It was tight in the first half. They started to pull away in the third as Bruton straight over the outstretched arms of Blanchfield.
This is his favorite time of the game, C.J. Bruton, when he just gets throw-up shots however he likes them and see if they go in. And let the crowd know about it.
And when he sniffs blood, he just goes in.
It's like a vampire.
Gill in all sorts of trouble against Wilkinson. Jackson cross court to Corletto. Inside to Wilkinson. Just pops it up. Great touch from Gary Wilkinson. Just his 4th point of the game. But he has 5 rebounds. Gary Wilkinson. Look at him.
Choice there.
For the coach and staff.
Yeah, good choice there. Don't want to foul the three-point shooter. The clock is your friend if you're the Breakers. You want that thing to keep running as long as it can. Gary Wilkinson aggressive on one end offensively, transferred to aggressiveness defensively, which transferred into a foul. And Peter Crawford, excellent free throw shooter, going to get 3 attempts there. As we see Gary Wilkinson giving him a high five, a preemptive high five on the shot.
And Crawford will go to the line.
So why did you hit my thumb so hard? Jeez.
He has 21 points, 6 of 15 from the floor, 4 of 11 from behind the arc. And Peter Crawford can hold his head up high tonight. And he has tried and tried. And 8 rebounds.
3:17 to play. Not impossible, but it's certainly improbable at this point. It'll take a minor miracle for the Crocodiles to get back in this one. Mikko stepped in a little early. He's going to get the violation. Suckered into it by the hesitation free throw style of Peter Crawford.
The hitch, similar to Dylan Boucher's hitch on his free throw.
Pretty sure Dylan's hitch is just trying to get people into the lane, though.
It's a sneaky one. Of course it is. He has ulterior motives. stop on a dime and just kisses it off the glass. 89-76. Breakers lead by 13. Looking at the half-court trap, and Jacob Holmes just pushed Gary Wilkinson out of the way. Gary Wilkinson had some words with Jacob Holmes, and Jacob Holmes will be happy to see the back of the Breakers. Doesn't usually fire up too, does Holmes?
I think there's a little bit of bad blood there. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but Jacob Holmes is not having any of it from Gary Wilkinson in this series.
Game one, that was chippy as well. He's drawing away. Still. 2:41 to go. The Breakers heading to the 2012 IINet NBL Grand Final Series. As Chris Cedar airball.
Quick shots now. Desperation time. Just trying to get something to go in. But you're going to have to hit the rim.
Travel aside, Casey, who would they like to see in the Grand Final Series?
Well, they'd love to see Gold Coast Blaze. Apart from that last game, they have owned them on the season. I believe they have an excellent record in the Gold Coast. And really, when they played this year, the Gold Coast Blaze have just not been on the same level. Perth, however,
Cedric Jackson saves the ball, but Holmes has it amazingly for the Perth Wildcats. This is their 26th consecutive year in the playoffs in the NBL.
It's decent, I guess.
It's just an amazing streak, no matter what sport you think of, considering how many looks the league has had. The dunk is blown by Blanchfield off a nice drive by Gill.
Just look at this hustle from the Breakers on this possession.
Abercrombie.
Watch out! Ooh.
Peter Crawford.
That is a dangerous play. I can understand why Thomas Abercrombie gets mad there.
That's an unsportsmanlike foul.
It's looking like Thomas Abercrombie's injured.
And let him have an easy dunk.
That's, you know, you don't want to see that foul. Flying from behind. There's no chance of the ball. It's really not on. He should be fired up. And if I'm Paul Warford, I'm getting him out of the game because there will be something coming back for that one.
Tom Abercrombie is in a world of pain right now.
The Breakers got only hope it's only some side of a bad sprain. Hopefully nothing worse than that. Hopefully not a break. But that's right now that's looking like a high ankle sprain. Yeah, well,
Andre Lamanis is having words to Peter Crawford as we speak, and they are filthy right now, the Breakers. Now Peter Crawford is fired up. He's trying to...
a terrible sprain, and this could be disaster for the Breakers as you see it again. That ankle going out, and oh no, for the Breakers. And there you see the left ankle just goes straight out of the spot.
Well, Abercrombie taken off the court.
This is bad news for the Breakers, I'll tell you right now, though. If that is a high ankle sprain, which is what it looks like, that is a long recovery, much worse than just a regular ankle sprain. It's very tough to get back from. The last week, hard time for the Breakers and ankles.
Crawford still... from the Crocs. He may be a little bit worried if he was to stay in the game. The Breakers might have a little bit something on the old elbow for him.
I understand hustle and I understand effort, but that's a stupid foul. There's a guy going up, and I know you don't want to be embarrassed. You don't want the crowd to get fired up on you, but there's no play at the ball there. All you can do is injure a guy, and it's just unfortunate to see.
Brunson to Corletto. 3, no good. Blanchfield pulls down the rebound. Minute 13 to go in game 3. Well, they win. They wait on the fitness of Tom Abercrombie, because right now checks in on the made shot. Cedric Jackson sits down.
Going to try and make sure that the ankles are there healthy right now, stay healthy. Breakers don't want to see any more injuries coming on.
Cedric Jackson has a moon boot he could borrow.
And a wheelchair.
Hopefully Tom Abercrombie will be good to go come Thursday night. Wilkinson is fouled on the 10th.
Well, 44 seconds left. The name of the game is just to get out healthy. The Breakers going to hopefully empty the bench, get everybody else in. CJ Bruton says thank you to the crowd. They arrived at the game together. They get to finish the game together now.
Ben Allen will come in for the Crocs. Eddie Gill takes a seat.
And there it is. The Black Eyed Peas, Andrew Mulligan.
Nothing signals like a good time in sport like the Black Eyed Peas. As Allen hits an air ball 3. There's been about 3 of those for the Crocs tonight. Just has not been their night in the second half. They hung tough in the first half, but the Breakers gets it back, shoots the 3. With a grin on his face, Norton. He hits it. 5 seconds to go. Tipped away, and the Crocs